Hey everyone, so the Order Tournament has finally started on EX server, and I know a lot of people have been waiting for this event. And for this video, I want to talk about how the event sort of works, because this event is a hybrid between a tournament event and an event song event. And for people that have played SSR Final Stage, it's pretty much similar with some differences here and there. And for new players and returning players that need a refresher for events, I wanted to make this video to make everything a little more concise and easier to approach. So hopefully this video will work out. But if you have any specific questions or comments about the event, feel free to put it down in the comments below. But with that, let's go ahead and start. And then first, let's talk about the scouts for the event. So the scout for the event is going to be the Eccentric Phoenix Scout. And the scout is going to be different in two different aspects. First off, the scout is going to have two 5 stars, unlike the usual one. And they both will be on rate up for the 3%. And usually for rates for the 5 stars, the rate up 5 star has a 1% rate. And then the other 2% is going to be a 5 star from the standard pool. But for the scout, we will be getting 1% for each rate up character, and then the other 1% will be from the standard pool. So statistically, you'll get a 2 in 3 chance to get one of the 5-star rate ups. And then from there, you get a 50-50 chance to either get Natsume or Tsumugi. And then another big thing to note is that the event bonus will be different because there are so many 5 stars and 4 stars in this banner. So for one copy of a 5 star, usually it's 25% bonus, but for this scout, it will be 50% bonus for the 5 star at one copy. And then 35 usually is 50, and then etc, etc. Same thing for 4 stars, usually one copy is at 5% bonus, but for these 4 stars, the one copy will be 4%, and then 11%, and etc, etc. I personally think this is a weird change. I think the rates are a little lower than they should be. Like, I think the 5 stars should at least be 20%, and I think the 4 stars should retain their 5%, because you have to put all these cards in your lineup to pretty much get the bonus. And sometimes it's not going to be a good idea to put them in the lineup because your score might be so bad compared to your regular best score, and you'll actually get less points with the event bonus. So pretty much just play around with the team to see how many points you get, and then try to fix your lineup based on that. And then lastly, each card, both 5 stars and 4 stars, will be getting costumes, so also treat this like a shuffle event scout as well. Okay, and for the event itself, as you can see, the UI is pretty cluttered. There's a lot of buttons everywhere, so it can be a little overwhelming. So let's go through everything one by one. So first off, let's talk about the event song. So we'll be getting 2 event songs for this event. The first one is going to be Twilight Pentagram, and the second one is going to be Dying Angels. And the best part about this is that we'll be getting 2 event songs, so we'll be getting a lot of diamonds from clearing each difficulty from each song. So make sure to do that. And for the event passes for the songs, it's going to be pretty standard. Just do lives, just play a tour event, and you'll be getting event passes so you can play each song. And then for a tour event itself, it's the same as usual for tour events. You just go through all the sets, you do the missions, get the milestones, and then hopefully you reach the end and get the free 5 star. And for usual for tour events, you get to pick which 5 star and 4 star you want. They did change it where the 4 star you do not get memorial coins, but they put that here in the ribbon exchange shop instead. So as you can see right here, usually we get 10 memorial coins, but for this event we get 3. So make sure you get these if you want those. And then as usual, standard ribbon shop stuff, we get diamonds, we get training gems. And one thing to note is that all of the job costumes will be in the ribbon shop, so make sure you get those in order to do the work for the event so you can get a better surplus of ribbons. And then since we get a lot of points from the tour event and the event song as well, they actually changed the milestones for the 5 stars. So usually for 5 stars, the first milestone is 3 million and the second one is 3.5 million. But for this event, the first milestone is going to be 3.5 million. And the next milestone is going to be 4.2, and then there's going to be just a gradual increase for each milestone from the first one. So if you're going for multiple copies of the 5 stars, make sure you look at the milestones to make sure you need or get the points that you need. And then lastly, one of the biggest things that got added to this tour event compared to SSR Final Stage is that we do get sort of like daily missions. And doing these missions will give you some whistles, and will also give you a free 1 pull on the event scout itself. And the missions are pretty much going to be the same, I think, every day. Do 1 set, do up to 3 sets, and then clear 1 of the event songs, which will probably rotate every day. And then along with that, there is a long-term one that will end on the 24th. And that's just to read the whole story, which is I think like 42 or 47 chapters, which is really long, but you can just skip it. And then once you do that, you'll get a free ticket for the event scout as well. Okay, and that is pretty much it for the event. Hopefully I went through everything. If I didn't, feel free to put down the comments below if I missed anything. But I'm pretty excited for the event. It is a little annoying that the event bonus is a lot lower, especially the 5 stars. I think they could have lowered it a little less because the 5% got lower only to 4%. but the 25% got lower all the way to 15%. They should have probably done, in my opinion, 20% to make it more ratioed. And then just a recap and some reminders. Just a reminder that we do have a ribbon shop for this tour event because usually we don't have a ribbon shop for a tour event. And to get the work outfits ASAP. That is probably your first priority because you'll be getting more ribbons just from having those outfits and doing the work. Second is make sure to check your milestones for whichever how many copies you want of the 5-star you want. So please check and make sure you know what milestone you're trying to get. And then lastly, make sure you do the missions every day. You get 6 free whistles, you get 1 free pull every day. So make sure you do that and hopefully you'll get lucky from the pool and get one of the 5 stars. Okay, but with that, that is everything that's happening for the event. If you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to put down below. And if you like the content of the channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Every little thing helps. And then last thing, whatever card you're going for, the event, the gacha, whatever, hopefully you get everything that you want. But with that, I'll see you next time. And again, good luck on the event and everything. Peace.